Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be looking at my empties for April. So if you're not sure what an empties video is, it's basically where people like myself like to just hold on to our beauty rubbish for a month and then get on camera and talk about it. Seriously though, I like these styles of videos because I think once you've finished a product in its entirety, you've got a better idea of how you really feel about it. So I like to watch these videos. I personally like to film these videos as well, and I hope you enjoy watching them too. So if you do, don't forget to give this video a like for me. It just helps to let me know that you do actually like seeing these videos. And with that being said, let's get on with what I've got this month. So I've got a little basket of goodies. There's actually quite a few items in here, so I'm just gonna start with whatever I grab first. So this is in no particular order, and the first thing I'm going to pull out is this. So it's the Caudalie micellar cleansing water. This has been a repurchase. I've used one of these already and now I've finished this one. I really like it. I would definitely repurchase again. I do have a few micellar waters in my stash at the moment, so I want to try and get through a couple of those before I do repurchase one. I just find that this works really well. It gets my makeup off. If you saw my morning skincare routine, you'll know that I actually just use this as a cleanser in the morning as well. So yeah, I like it. Would definitely repurchase, but this one has gone. Next we've got this from Rituals, and it's the Rituals of Sakura Caring Shower Oil. I liked this, but I didn't love it. It did its job. You sort of put it on, and as you're sort of washing yourself, it does lather up and get a little bit foamy. I love the Sakura range. I love the scent. It's just very floral and light and feminine, and the scent just screams spring to me. So especially over the last couple of weeks, I've been using this sort of quite a lot, which is why I finished it. And I do like it, but for me, I just personally prefer sort of shower gel type things rather than an oil. So it was nice, it was good, but personally it's not really for me. I probably wouldn't buy another one. Next we've got something else from Rituals, also from the Sakura range, and this is the Soothing Hand Balm. It's definitely been squeezed, so again, love the fragrance. It was quite nice to use, but I did find that I could only really use this as a bedtime thing because it's quite greasy, so there's a lot of slip to it basically. So it was nice, I enjoyed it, but as a day cream it just doesn't work for me. So that was that. I was just checking to make sure I hadn't got any more masks, but apparently I've only got one again this month. Last month I only had one as well, and that's unusual for me. I normally have sort of around about 3 at least. I got this in my first ever try beauty box. It was a collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist, also a YouTuber. I love her. She does a lot of colourful eye makeup, and I envy her ability basically. But she collaborated with Try Beauty. I was definitely getting that, and this was one of the products in it. So these are just like gel under eye patches. I really liked them. I actually got another one that came with the box, so I don't have to mourn the loss of them just yet. But for me, the best thing about these, and it's just the packaging sucker in me, but these were actually shaped like cherubs, and I was not expecting it. So when I opened them up, I just thought I was going to get normal like eye patches. I wasn't sure what this whole cherub thing was all about, and then I opened them up and there they are in the shapes of cherubs, and I just went, oh my gosh, that's adorable. So yeah, I liked them. I've got another one. I'm definitely willing to use it. So that's that. Next we've got this. So this is from Lumine and it's the Nordic Sea Glow Boost Essence. Again, if you saw my morning skincare routine, you will have seen that I used this as my day serum. I enjoy it, I really like it. I'm sad that I've run out of it. Would absolutely repurchase, and this again has already been a repurchase, so yeah, definitely like this. I'm trying to get through a few serums at the moment, so I don't know when I'll repurchase because I don't want to waste what I've got, so I'm trying to sort of work my way through a few things. So but yeah, absolutely love this stuff and would definitely repurchase. It does have a fragrance to it. It's sort of a citrusy sort of fragrance, but for me at least, I don't think it's that overpowering, and it does dissipate quite quickly. But if you are sensitive to fragrance, maybe not for you, but I enjoy it, I really like it, and as I said, I would definitely get another one. Another Lumine product, and this is from the same range, the Nordic Sea range, and this is the day cream with an SPF of 15. Again, sad that I've run out. I really enjoy this moisturiser. Again, it does have a really light fragrance to it, that sort of citrusy sort of scent, like an orange citrus I should mention. Quite light, it's not too greasy on my skin, so I really enjoy using this as a day cream. Again, I've got quite a few moisturisers I'm trying to work my way through, but would absolutely repurchase this and probably will in the not too distant future, just so that I've got one. So that's that. Okay, so next we've got a couple of SPF products. So we've got this one, which is a little sample size of the Drunk Elephant Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defence sunscreen. So it's a broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen, and it still has remnants on the bottom. That's gross, I'm sorry guys. I just finished things and dumped them in the basket. I don't look at the state they're in first. Please forgive me. So it's 20% zinc oxide. I don't like this. I don't like it. The texture of it's quite, it just feels quite grainy to me. It sort of applies and leaves a white cast. Not a fan. So I wouldn't purchase a full size of this, and also it had a bit of a weird smell. I don't know whether it was just off. I hope not, because I was smearing this all over my face. I didn't have a reaction to it or anything, so there's that, but I just didn't enjoy the smell of this at all. It was just, I can't even describe it. But even with the scent, for me the biggest problem was the texture. I just didn't enjoy this product at all. And another sunscreen that I had was this one. So it's the La Roche-Posay Anthelios 50 Plus Fluid. It's the invisible, ultra resistant, non-perfumed. It's got UVB and UVA protection. I don't like this. I don't like it. The one thing I did like about it was I liked the fluid aspect of it. I liked that it was thin, you could just put it on, it worked well under makeup because it wasn't thick and greasy, it didn't mess with anything, so I did enjoy that aspect of it. And if it wasn't for the fact that the second ingredient in this is denatured alcohol, I would absolutely think about repurchasing this, but it is, so I won't. I don't normally have reactions to skincare products, very rarely. Every once in a while I'll try something will happen and I'll be like, oh no, okay, that doesn't work for me, but it's very rare. This, I found that when I was using it, my skin after about, I don't know, about an hour, just felt quite tight, kind of like the life had been sucked out of it. Yeah, that would be the denatured alcohol. So not gonna repurchase this. I don't like it. For a skincare product to have that ingredient that high up the ingredient list, no thanks. Next we've got this, and it's from Lavido, and it's the Mandarin Orange and Bergamot Aromatic Body Lotion. I had this in a FabFitFun box, but I can't remember which one. I think it may have been the summer box last year, 2019. So I As a moisturiser, I didn't mind it. I think it worked okay, but it's not my favourite. And the scent on this is so strong. So strong. So the mandarin, orange and bergamot, oh my gosh, it was definitely very citrusy, but it was so overpowering. And I don't mind fragrance, I love a good fragrance, but this just got right up my nose and I just didn't really enjoy it. I tended to just use this as a nighttime thing because I didn't want to go through the day potentially offending anybody else with the fragrance, because it did linger for a while as well. I used it up because, as I've said, I don't like to just throw products away if I can help it. So I did use it, but I'm not going to look at trying to find another one. So that's that. Next, we've got this. This is the Dirty Works Lovely Scrubbly Body Scrub. I had this as part of a gift set for Christmas. It's got pecan shell powder, shea butter and sweet almond oil. The pecan shell powder, not a powder, it was actual pieces, so it was quite a heavy duty scrub. Now I actually quite like those, especially for the body, so I quite enjoyed that feeling of it, but it was rough. And the shea butter and sweet almond oil, a really nice fragrance. It felt quite creamy as well, and quite thick, so it was, for me, it just felt quite pleasant to use. I actually really enjoyed this. I did finish off the bath, the bubble bath thing that was part of the set. I think that was last month I finished that, and I didn't like that, so I didn't have high hopes when I cracked this open, but actually I like this one, so that was a win. Would I repurchase? I'm not sure about that. I don't think it's my favourite type of scrub, but if I was to have another one given to me, or I was to get one in a box or something, I wouldn't be unhappy to use it. So that's that one. So next we've got a shampoo and conditioner duo. These came in a subscription box. I think it may have been Look Fantastic, but I'm not sure. So this is the Sebastian Professional Dark Oil shampoo and conditioner. So they've got jojoba and argan oil in them. I really like argan oil as an ingredient, particularly for my hair. I quite liked this for my hair, but at the same time as I was using this, I also developed like dry patches around my hairline. But I'm not sure whether that was actually this product or whether it was because I started using this sort of at the beginning of when everything that's going on in the world right now started. So I was sort of adjusting to being at home all the time, wasn't really paying attention to how much water I was drinking. So I don't know whether the dryness was lack of water or whether it was this, but it sort of coincided, so I don't know. I would be willing to try some more just to see, but I wouldn't run out and repurchase a full size just on the off chance that it was my sort of scalp having a reaction to it. So that's that. So next we've got this, and it's from Vita Liberata, and it's the Body Blur Sunless Glow. So it's a self tanner. This one was in the shade Latte, medium to dark. I get nervous with self tanners, especially if they say that they're dark, because I don't want to go too dark too fast. Just for me personally, I just feel that anything like that on me just looks unnatural, and I get scared about looking orange. I do not want to look orange. I want to look like I've been in the sun. I don't want to look like I've used self tanner. So this made me a little bit nervous, and I was nicely surprised in that it wasn't as heavy duty as I thought it was going to be, but I wasn't a fan of the way it applied, so I actually used a tanning mitt to apply this to try and get that sort of even glow. And even with doing that, I found that it could be a bit patchy. Whether it was my application or not, I don't know. I don't use self tanner all that often. I'm not a pro at it, first to admit it, but it just wasn't my favourite, and I have been using another one on and off since I finished this one. I just feel like it applies much better. I feel like it's probably this and not me, so I wouldn't repurchase this one. So next I've got some mascaras. All of these are, I'm counting them as empty, but they're not technically empty. They're just old and I can't use them anymore for whatever reason. This one is probably the most embarrassing. So this one is the Magic Pole mascara from Holika, and this one is the number 2 long and curl version. So this isn't finished, but I realised about last week I've had this for about a year. I bought this when I did my Yesstyle purchase and did my K-beauty video last year. This has got to go, and I'm quite sad about it because although I don't use it as my normal mascara, my like top lash mascara, I like using this for my lower lashes because the way the wand is shaped, because the end here, the way that's shaped, it's just perfect for just getting in and just coating your lower lashes without having to try and get a wand in. I love it. And it also made my lower lashes look natural rather than clumpy with mascara. So I didn't like it so much for my top lashes. I found it was too wet and didn't give me the volume and the length that I actually wanted. But for my lower lashes it was absolutely ideal. So I'd like to repurchase, but I can't justify repurchasing a mascara of this size just for my lower lashes. I will never use it up. I just won't, as is proved by the fact that I've had this for a year. Again, as with a couple of other things, if I was to receive it or get it in a box or somebody was to gift it to me, I would absolutely use it, but I won't repurchase it because I know I won't use it up. Similar sort of deal with this one, in that I've had it for a long time. I just ended up opening too many mascaras all at the same time, and because I don't do makeup every single day, I just don't get through enough. I love the packaging on this. As I said, I'm a sucker for packaging. I liked the formula of this. I actually really liked it on my lashes. I love the wand. It's such a cute wand. The product's gone a bit clumpy, so this is going to be a bit difficult to show you, but it's kind of like a spiral, sort of indicated by the packaging, and I really enjoyed it. I just didn't use it enough and it has gone thick and clumpy, and I don't want to put that anywhere near my eyeballs. So that was that one. And then the last mascara was this one from LA Girl, and it's the Volumatic Full On Volumizing Lash Lifting Mascara. This was in the shade Purple. And I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned in another video that I wasn't a fan of this. So that is the colour that it is on the wand. I wasn't a massive fan of the wand. I had a few issues trying to get this on my lower lash line. Just the shape of it just didn't seem to work very well for me. And the colour payoff on this is terrible. So I'm looking at that colour going, wow, that's amazing. On the lashes, could barely tell it was there, so didn't really do what I wanted it to do. Would not repurchase another one. Haven't used it all up purely because it didn't work, so I didn't want to use it. So that was that. And the final product I've got, hooray, is this foundation. So this is the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. I actually have this in my project pan, so if you're following that, spoiler, I finished a foundation. I like this foundation. It's not my overall favourite, but for a drugstore foundation, I actually really enjoyed this, and I didn't mind using it as part of my project to try and finish it up. As I said, it worked okay. Would I repurchase? I'm going to say no, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One is that it's not my favourite foundation. I've got a few in my collection at the moment that I enjoy using more, so it just doesn't seem worth buying a product that I don't want to use as much. But if I was looking for another drugstore foundation, I would absolutely want to use this again. However, this brings me to my second reason. I heard that Bourjois are pulling out of the UK market, I don't know how true that is. I haven't had a lot of chance to look into that. But if that's the case, then if I could still buy it right now, I don't really want to, because I wouldn't be able to in future. So there's that. So yes, I like it. As a drugstore foundation, if I was looking for another drugstore foundation, I would repurchase this one. But I'm not going to, because it's not what I'm looking for right now. I don't enjoy it as much as the other things in my collection, and I potentially might not be able to repurchase it anyway. So that is that. So over to you guys. Let me know what you think about the products that I've used up this month. Is there anything in here that you've used and enjoyed or not enjoyed? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It just helps to let me know that you're enjoying what I'm doing. So yeah, so stay safe, stay healthy. I hope everyone's doing okay. And I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.